Have you ever noticed something strange? You understand English when you read or listen, but the moment you try to speak, your mind freezes.
Oh my God, yes. It's like my brain suddenly says, wait, translate first, and then everything becomes slow and awkward.
Exactly. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not struggling with English. You're struggling with how you're thinking.
Wait, what do you mean? That sounds a little scary.
It's actually liberating, because right now, most learners are doing this. They hear something in their native language, translate it into English in their head, and then speak. That process is the real problem.
So you're saying the issue isn't vocabulary or grammar?
Not mainly. The real issue is that you're using English as a second step instead of your first thought.
Wow, okay, that explains why conversations feel so exhausting.
Exactly. Let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about this. When you see a cat, do you say the word in your language first and then translate it to English?
No, I just know it's a cat.
That's the goal. Direct thinking. No translation. No delay. Just instant connection.
That sounds amazing, but also impossible right now.
It's not impossible. In fact, your brain already knows how to do it. You just haven't trained it properly yet.
Wait, so this is actually a training issue?
100%. And in this episode of Talk Easy Daily, we're going to completely rewire how you think in English.
Okay, I'm excited now, but also a little nervous.
That's a good sign, because what you're about to learn will change how you approach English forever.
So what's the big promise here?
By the end of this conversation, you'll understand how to stop translating in your head and start thinking directly in English, even if you're not fluent yet.
That sounds like magic.
It's not magic. It's method.
Okay, now I'm really curious. But before we go deeper, can I ask something?
Of course.
Why do so many people get stuck in this translation habit in the first place?
That's a powerful question, and the answer might surprise you.
I'm listening.
Because most people learn English the wrong way from the beginning. They memorize words by linking them to their native language instead of linking them to real meaning.
Oh, so like when I learned apple equals Seb instead of actually imagining an apple?
Exactly. You built a mental bridge through your native language, and now every time you speak, you're forced to cross that bridge.
That explains why speaking feels slow, like I'm walking instead of running.
Perfect analogy. And here's something I want you to think about. What if you could remove that bridge completely?
That would mean instant speaking?
Faster, smoother, more natural speaking.
Okay, I need that.
And if you're watching this right now, I want you to ask yourself honestly, do you translate in your head before speaking?
Be honest, because I definitely do.
If you do, don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the exciting part. You can fix it.
And I feel like what's coming next is going to be the key, right?
Exactly. Because in the next part, we're going to break a huge myth about thinking in English that's actually holding you back without you realizing it.
Wait, a myth?
Yes. And once you see it, you'll never practice English the same way again.
Okay, now I'm hooked. Let's go.
Let me tell you something that might shock you. Trying to think in English is actually the reason many people fail to think in English.
Wait, what? That sounds completely backwards.
I know, but stay with me. Most learners sit down and say, okay, from now on, I will think in English. And then what happens?
They try to force sentences in their head?
Exactly. And those sentences become slow, unnatural, and stressful.
Yes, that's exactly what happens to me. I start thinking like, I am going to the market, and it feels so robotic. That's because you're still translating. You've just changed the direction. Oh, wow. So even when I think I'm thinking in English, I'm actually still translating?
Yes, you're translating consciously instead of automatically, and that's exhausting for your brain.
That explains why I can't keep it up for long.
Exactly. So here's the myth we need to break. Thinking in English does not mean building perfect sentences in your head.
Then what does it mean?
It means thinking in images, feelings, and simple ideas, using English as labels, not as constructions.
Can you give me an example?
Of course. Imagine you're hungry.
Okay, I'm already imagining food.
Good. Now instead of thinking, I am hungry, I should eat something, what's the simplest thought you can have in English?
Maybe hungry, food, eat?
Perfect. That's real thinking in English.
Wait, seriously? That's enough?
More than enough. Because real thinking is not full sentences, it's quick signals.
That actually feels easier.
It is easier, and more importantly, it's natural.
So I don't need perfect grammar in my thoughts?
Not at all. In fact, trying to be perfect is what slows you down.
Wow, I think a lot of people need to hear that.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this right now, I want you to test something.
Look around you and name 5 things, but don't translate.
Okay, like phone, table, window, light, chair.
Exactly. Did you notice how fast that was?
Yes, that was instant.
That's your natural thinking ability. No translation, no delay.
So the goal is to expand that ability?
Precisely. You start small and then grow.
But what happens when I want to say something more complex?
Great question. And this is where most learners make a mistake.
Uh-oh, what mistake?
They try to jump from single words to perfect sentences too quickly.
Yeah, that's definitely me.
Instead, you should build gradually, like this. Words, short phrases, simple sentences.
That sounds more manageable.
Let's try it together. Imagine you're at a coffee shop.
Okay, I love this already.
First level, just words. What do you see?
Coffee, cup, people, menu.
Good. Now second level, short phrases.
Hot coffee, long line, nice smell.
Excellent. Now third level, simple sentences.
I want coffee, this place is busy, smells really good.
That's it. That's how you train your brain step by step.
Wow, that actually feels natural when you break it down like that.
And here's something important. Your brain loves progression. If you make it too hard, it resists.
So we're basically tricking the brain?
Not tricking, guiding.
I like that better.
Let me ask you something, and this is important. Have you ever had a moment where English just came out without thinking?
Yes, a few times actually, and it felt amazing.
That's not luck. That's your brain briefly switching into direct thinking mode.
Wait, so I already have the ability?
You do. We're just going to make it consistent.
That's exciting.
And here's a quick tip for you. Start using micro-thinking.
Micro-thinking? That sounds interesting.
It means thinking in English for very short moments during your day.
Like how short?
5 to 10 seconds.
That's it?
That's it. For example, when you open the fridge, just think cold, water, juice.
Oh wow, that's so simple.
And because it's easy, you'll actually do it consistently.
That makes sense. Big goals feel scary, but small ones feel doable.
Exactly. Consistency beats intensity every time.
That sounds like something people should remember.
In fact, if you agree with that, consistency over intensity, type consistent in the comments right now.
Yes, I'm typing that.
Because the more you interact, the more your brain commits to the habit.
That's actually true. Writing something makes it feel real.
Now here's where things get really interesting.
I knew it. There's more.
In the next part, we're going to talk about a powerful technique that almost nobody uses, but it can completely eliminate translation from your brain.
Wait, completely?
Almost completely.
Okay, now I need to know this.
It's called replacement thinking, and once you understand it, you'll never go back to translating again.
That sounds like a game changer.
It is, and trust me, you don't want to miss this part. All right, let's talk about something that can completely change how your brain uses English, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. This technique alone can cut your translation habit in half.
Okay, now I'm really paying attention.
It's called replacement thinking.
That sounds simple, but also mysterious. What exactly does it mean?
It means instead of translating from your native language into English, you replace your native thoughts with English triggers.
Wait, replace instead of translate?
Exactly. Let me show you the difference. Imagine you want to say, I'm tired.
Okay.
Normally, your brain does this: native language, English sentence.
Yes, that's exactly what I do.
But with replacement thinking, you skip the native language completely. You attach the feeling directly to the English word, tired.
So instead of thinking the full sentence, I just feel it and say tired?
Yes, because your brain already understands the feeling. You don't need to explain it.
Wow, that feels like removing a whole step.
That's exactly what it is, removing the delay.
But what about more complicated thoughts?
Great question. Let's build it step by step again. Imagine you had a long day.
Okay, I'm already feeling exhausted just thinking about it.
Good. Now instead of saying in your language, today was very exhausting, and then translating,
Yeah.
you go directly, long day, very tired.
That actually feels more natural than trying to build a perfect sentence.
Because it is natural. That's how your brain prefers to think, quick and efficient.
So I don't need full sentences all the time?
Not in your thoughts. And even in speaking, simple beats perfect.
That's such a relief.
Let me ask you something, and I want you to answer honestly. Do you ever avoid speaking because you're trying to form the perfect sentence in your head?
All the time. I stay quiet because I don't want to make mistakes.
And that's exactly what's holding you back.
Ouch, that's true.
Here's a powerful shift. Communication is about clarity, not perfection.
So even if I say me tired instead of I am tired, it's okay?
At the beginning, yes, because you're building fluency first. Accuracy comes later.
That's such a different way of thinking.
And if you're watching right now, I want you to think about this. Are you waiting to be perfect before you speak?
Be honest, because I was definitely doing that.
If you are, type "I will speak" in the comments.
Yes, this feels like a promise.
Because the moment you start speaking more, your brain adapts faster. That makes sense.
Practice creates speed.
Exactly. Now here's where replacement thinking becomes really powerful.
There's more?
Much more. You can use it to describe your entire day in English without translating.
Wait, really?
Yes, let's try a quick exercise.
Okay, I'm ready.
Think about your morning. Don't translate, just say the first English words that come to your mind.
Wake up, phone, tired, coffee, rush.
Perfect. That's your real thinking process.
That actually felt kind of fun.
And here's the secret. If you do this every day, your brain starts building direct English pathways.
Direct pathways. I like that.
No more detours through your native language.
That sounds like upgrading my brain.
In a way, yes, you're rewiring it.
Okay, this is starting to feel powerful.
Now let's add another layer.
Of course, there's another layer.
Instead of just thinking words, start reacting in English.
Reacting?
Yes. For example, if something surprises you, instead of reacting in your native language,
Yeah.
say, "Wow, really?" or "No way."
Oh, that's actually something I can do immediately.
Exactly. These emotional reactions are the fastest way to build natural thinking.
Because they're instant, right?
Exactly. No time to translate.
That's so true. Reactions just come out.
And that's what we want. Automatic English.
I feel like this is something people can start today.
Not just start, feel results quickly.
That's motivating.
Now here's a quick pattern interrupt. Ready?
Always.
Myth. You need to know thousands of words to think in English.
That sounds true, though.
Reality. You only need a small set of high-frequency words used repeatedly.
Wait, really?
Yes, words like go, get, make, want, need.
Those are so basic.
Exactly, but they're powerful. You can create hundreds of ideas with just these.
Wow, I've been focusing on difficult vocabulary this whole time.
And that's why your brain feels overloaded.
That makes so much sense.
Let me ask you something. Do you remember complicated words easily or simple words?
Simple words, obviously.
That's your answer. Simplicity builds fluency.
That feels like a huge mindset shift.
It is. And if you're realizing this right now, hit the like button, because this is the moment your learning approach changes.
Yes, this is definitely a wait, what moment.
And we're not done yet.
I knew it.
In the next part, we're going to talk about something even deeper. How your environment can force your brain to think in English automatically.
Wait, environment? Like my surroundings?
Exactly, because if you set it up correctly, you won't have a choice but to think in English.
Okay, now that sounds powerful and a little scary.
Good, because growth always feels a little uncomfortable.
All right, I'm ready for it.
Let's talk about something that most people completely ignore, but it might be the fastest way to train your brain to think in English without even trying.
Okay, now I'm curious. What is it?
Your environment.
I feel like I've heard that before, but I never really understood how to use it.
That's exactly the problem. People hear about it, but they don't apply it correctly.
So what does environment really mean here?
It means everything around you that your brain interacts with daily. Your phone, your social media, your habits, even the language you see and hear constantly.
Oh, so it's not just where I live.
Exactly. You don't need to move to another country to create an English environment.
That's good, because I definitely can't do that right now.
And you don't need to. You can build a powerful English environment right where you are.
Okay, I need practical steps here.
Let's start simple. What's the first thing you look at in the morning?
My phone, unfortunately.
Perfect. That's your first opportunity.
What should I do?
Change your phone language to English.
Oh, wow, that feels like a big step.
It feels big, but it's actually one of the easiest changes with the biggest impact.
But what if I don't understand everything?
That's the point. Your brain will start connecting actions with English words automatically.
Like when I see settings every day, I'll just know it?
Exactly. No translation needed.
That's actually smart.
And here's the key. Repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity creates thinking.
So just by seeing English more often, I start thinking in it?
Yes, because your brain adapts to what it sees repeatedly.
That makes so much sense.
Let me ask you something. If you see your native language 95% of the time, and English only 5% of the time, which one will your brain choose?
Obviously my native language.
Exactly. Your brain always chooses what's easier and more familiar.
So we need to flip that?
Even partially flipping it can create huge results.
Okay, what else can I change?
Your entertainment.
You mean like movies and YouTube?
Exactly. Start watching content in English, not just for learning, but for enjoyment.
But sometimes I don't understand everything.
That's okay. You're not trying to understand every word. You're training your brain to stay in English mode.
English mode, I like that.
Think of it like this. If you watch a 10-minute video in English, your brain is forced to stay in English for 10 minutes.
Oh, wow, I never thought about it like that.
And those minutes add up.
So it's like building mental stamina?
Exactly, just like a muscle.
That's a really helpful way to see it.
Now here's a quick challenge for you and for everyone watching.
I love challenges.
For the next 24 hours, try to surround yourself with as much English as possible.
Like everything?
As much as you can. Phone, videos, music, even your thoughts.
That sounds intense, but exciting.
And I want you to notice something, how your brain starts reacting differently.
What should they look for?
Moments when English feels automatic, even for a second.
Those little moments again.
Exactly. Those moments are proof that you're improving.
I feel like people usually ignore those small wins.
And that's a mistake. Small wins are the foundation of big changes.
That's such a good point.
If you're ready to try this 24-hour challenge, type "I'm in the comments.
Yes, this feels like a commitment.
Because when you say it publicly, you're more likely to follow through.
That's true. I already feel more motivated.
Now let's go deeper.
Of course we are.
There's something called passive immersion.
Passive? So I don't have to actively study?
Exactly. It means having English in the background while you do other things.
Like listening to a podcast while cooking?
Perfect example.
That sounds easy to do.
And that's why it works. It doesn't require extra effort.
But does it really help?
Absolutely. Even if you're not fully focused, your brain is still absorbing patterns.
Like how we learn songs without trying?
Exactly. You don't sit down to memorize lyrics, but somehow you know them.
That's so true.
Your brain is always learning, even when you're not trying.
So we just need to give it the right input.
Exactly. Input creates thinking.
I feel like that's a key idea.
It is. And here's another pattern interrupt. Ready?
Always ready.
Myth. You need to practice speaking for hours every day to improve.
That sounds true, though.
Reality. You need consistent exposure and small repeated output.
So less pressure, more consistency?
Exactly. A few minutes of real thinking beats hours of forced practice.
That's such a relief.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt burned out trying to learn English?
Yes, especially when I try to do too much at once.
That's because you're overwhelming your brain.
So we should keep it light?
Light, consistent, and enjoyable.
That makes it sustainable.
Exactly. And sustainability is everything.
I feel like this is changing how I see learning completely.
That's the goal.
But I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if someone doesn't have time, like really busy schedule?
That's a great question, and the answer might surprise you.
I'm ready.
You don't need extra time. You just need to use your existing time differently.
Can you explain that?
Think about all the small moments in your day. Walking, waiting, scrolling.
Yeah, there are a lot of those.
Those are your hidden opportunities.
So instead of scrolling in my native language, I switch to English?
Exactly. Same time, better input.
That's actually so practical.
And when you combine this with micro-thinking and replacement thinking,
It all connects.
exactly. Everything we've talked about is building one system.
Wow, this is starting to feel like a complete strategy.
And we're about to take it even further.
Of course we are.
In the next part, we're going to explore something deeper. How to turn your daily life into constant English practice without feeling like you're studying.
Wait, that sounds like the ultimate goal.
It is, because when learning feels natural, progress becomes automatic.
Okay, now I really don't want to miss what's next.
Let me ask you something honestly. When you think about practicing English, what image comes to your mind?
Sitting with a notebook, memorizing vocabulary, maybe repeating sentences again and again?
Exactly. And that's the problem.
Wait, really? That's how we're supposed to learn, right?
That's how most people try to learn, but that's not how your brain naturally develops language.
So what's the alternative?
You turn your daily life into your English classroom.
That sounds amazing, but also confusing.
Let's simplify it. Right now, your life is already full of thoughts, actions, and routines.
Yeah, I'm constantly thinking all day.
Perfect. We're not adding anything new. We're just changing the language of what's already happening.
Oh, so instead of creating extra study time, I just shift my thinking.
Exactly. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you're getting ready in the morning.
Okay, brushing my teeth, getting dressed.
Instead of thinking in your native language, you switch to simple English thoughts. Brush teeth. Cold water. Late. Need coffee.
That actually feels doable.
And here's the key. You're not stopping your routine. You're just layering English on top of it.
That's so smart because it doesn't feel like extra work.
Exactly. And your brain loves that.
So basically, my normal life becomes practice time.
Yes, and that's how you make progress without burnout.
I feel like this solves the I don't have time problem.
It completely removes that excuse.
Ouch, but true.
Let me ask you something, and I want everyone watching to think about this too.
How many times a day do you talk to yourself in your head?
A lot, like all the time.
Exactly. That inner voice is your biggest opportunity.
So I should switch that voice to English?
Yes, but remember, keep it simple.
Right, no perfect sentences.
Exactly. Think like this. Where keys? Oh no. Late. Go now.
That actually sounds like my real thoughts.
Because it is how humans think. Fast, messy, and simple.
I love that, fast and messy.
And here's something important. Don't try to control every thought.
What do you mean?
If you force it too much, your brain will resist.
So just let it happen naturally?
Guide it. Don't force it.
That's a really good way to put it.
Now here's a powerful technique I want you to try.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's called narration mode.
Narration mode. That sounds interesting.
It means you describe what you're doing in real time, in simple English.
Oh, like a commentator in my own life?
Exactly. Let's try it. Imagine you're cooking.
Okay, I'm in the kitchen.
Now narrate.
Cut vegetables, hot pan, oil, careful, smells good.
Perfect. That's exactly how you do it.
That actually feels kind of fun.
And here's why it works. It forces your brain to stay in English without translating.
Because I don't have time to translate while doing something.
Exactly. Action creates speed.
Wow, that's powerful.
And if you're watching this right now, try narration mode today, even for 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes?
Yes, start small. Always.
I feel like that's a theme here.
Because it works.
Okay, I'm definitely trying this.
And if you are too, type narrate in the comments.
Yes, this is a good one.
Now let's add another layer.
There's always another layer.
Of course, growth happens in layers.
So what's next?
Emotional storytelling.
That sounds deep.
It is, but we'll keep it simple.
Please do.
At the end of your day, instead of thinking about your day in your native language,
Yeah?
replay it in English, but only using simple words and phrases.
Like busy day, meeting, tired, good food, happy?
Exactly. You're not writing an essay, you're capturing the feeling.
That feels much easier than trying to explain everything perfectly.
And that's why it works.
I feel like perfection is the enemy here.
It is. Progress comes from simplicity.
That's such a powerful line.
And here's a quick question for you, and for everyone watching. What stops you from practicing like this every day?
Honestly, forgetting, and sometimes laziness.
Exactly. Not difficulty, just inconsistency.
That's true.
So here's a simple solution. Attach English thinking to habits you already have.
Like what?
For example, every time you drink water, think one English word.
Oh, that's so easy.
Or every time you check your phone, think one short phrase.
That's actually genius.
Because you're using triggers you already repeat daily.
So I don't have to remember, I just react.
Exactly. Automatic practice.
I love how practical this is.
That's the goal. Real change comes from simple systems.
Not complicated plans.
Exactly.
I feel like this episode is completely changing how I see learning English.
And we're not even done yet.
Of course we're not.
In the next part, we're going to go deeper into something most learners never understand.
Now I'm really curious.
The difference between understanding English and processing English.
Wait, those are different?
Very different. And this might be the missing piece you've been looking for.
Okay, now I need to know this.
Let me ask you something that might completely change how you see your progress. Have you ever understood everything someone said in English, but still couldn't reply quickly?
Oh, wow. Yes, that happens to me all the time. I understand, but when it's my turn to speak, my brain just freezes.
Exactly. And most people think, oh, I need more vocabulary, but that's not the real problem.
Then what is it?
The problem is processing speed.
Processing speed?
Yes, there's a big difference between understanding English and processing English.
Okay, I need you to explain that.
Understanding means you recognize the meaning when you hear or read something.
Right.
Processing means your brain can react to that meaning instantly, without translating, without pausing.
Oh, so it's about speed and reaction.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Understanding is passive. Processing is active.
That makes so much sense.
Let's use a simple example. If I say it's raining, you understand it, right?
Of course.
But if I ask you quickly, what should you take? What happens?
I think rain, umbrella, but there's a small delay.
That delay is the gap between understanding and processing.
Wow, I've never noticed that before.
And here's the key. Fluency is not about how much you understand, it's about how fast you process.
That feels like a huge realization.
It is. And if you're watching this right now, I want you to think, do you understand English but struggle to respond quickly?
Be honest, because I definitely do.
If that's you, type process in the comments.
Yes, this feels like a breakthrough moment.
Now here's the important question. How do you improve processing speed?
Yes, please tell me.
You train your brain to respond instantly with pressure-free repetition.
Pressure-free, I like the sound of that.
Because pressure kills speed.
That's so true. When I feel nervous, I become slower.
Exactly. So we remove pressure and increase repetition.
How?
With something called rapid response training.
That sounds intense.
It sounds intense, but it's actually simple and fun.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm going to give you a word, and you respond immediately with the first English word that comes to your mind.
No thinking?
No thinking, just reaction.
Okay, let's try.
Food.
Hungry.
Good. Morning. Coffee. Perfect. Work.
Busy.
That's it. That's training your brain to process instead of translate.
That felt fast and kind of exciting.
Because your brain is switching into automatic mode.
I like this mode.
And here's the important part. Don't judge your answers.
That's hard.
I know, but judgment slows you down.
So even if my answer is simple or not perfect, it's okay?
More than okay, it's necessary.
That's really encouraging.
Now let's take it one step further.
Of course.
Instead of single words, try quick combinations.
Like phrases?
Exactly. I say weekend, you say,
Relax at home.
good. Friend,
Call tonight.
excellent. You're building speed and structure at the same time.
That actually feels like real conversation practice.
Because it is.
And I didn't translate even once.
That's the goal.
Wow, this is powerful.
Now here's a quick pattern interrupt.
I'm ready.
Myth. You need to think slowly to speak correctly.
That sounds logical, though.
Reality. The faster you process, the more natural your speech becomes.
Wait, faster is better?
Faster and simpler.
That's such a different way of thinking.
Because real conversations don't wait for perfect grammar.
That's so true. People just speak.
Exactly. And your brain needs to learn that rhythm.
I feel like I've been practicing in the wrong way for so long.
That's okay. You're fixing it now.
That feels good to hear.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that when you're relaxed, your English is better?
Yes, when I'm not thinking too much, I speak better.
That's because your processing speed increases when your brain is calm.
So stress is slowing me down?
Exactly. Stress creates hesitation.
That explains so much.
So here's a simple rule. Relaxed brain, faster English.
I'm definitely remembering that.
And if that just clicked for you, hit the like button, because this is one of those insights that changes everything.
Yes, this is a big one.
Now here's something even deeper.
There's more?
Always. Growth never stops.
Okay, I'm ready.
Your brain doesn't actually like translating.
Wait, really?
Yes, translation is slow and energy consuming.
That's true. It feels tiring.
But direct thinking is fast and efficient.
So my brain wants to think in English?
If you train it properly, yes.
That's actually motivating.
Because now you're not fighting your brain, you're working with it.
I love that.
And everything we've talked about, micro-thinking, replacement thinking, environment, narration mode, rapid response,
It's all connected.
exactly. It's one system.
Wow, this feels like a complete transformation.
And we're about to bring it all together.
Finally.
In the next part, we're going to tell real-life stories and examples so you can see exactly how this works in everyday situations.
Oh, I love stories.
Because stories make everything real.
And easier to remember.
Exactly. And trust me, some of these examples will feel exactly like your own life.
Okay, now I'm really excited for what's next.
Let me tell you a quick story, and I want you to see if this feels familiar.
Okay, I'm listening.
There was a student. Let's call her Emma.
Wait, me?
Exactly you.
Okay, now I'm nervous.
Don't worry. This Emma could understand almost everything in English. She watched videos, listened to podcasts, even read articles. That sounds like me already. But when it came to speaking, she would pause, think, translate, and then speak slowly.
That is literally me.
One day, she tried something different.
What did she do?
Instead of trying to speak perfectly, she started thinking in simple English throughout her day.
Like the micro-thinking we talked about.
Exactly. When she woke up, tired, need coffee. When she worked, busy, too much, focus. When she relaxed, finally free, good feeling.
That sounds so simple.
It was, and at first it felt strange.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But after a few days, something interesting happened.
What?
She noticed that when someone spoke to her in English, her responses came faster.
Without translating?
Without translating.
That's amazing.
And here's the important part. She didn't study more.
Wait, really?
She just changed how she used her brain.
That's powerful.
Now let me tell you another story. This one might surprise you.
Okay, I'm ready.
There was a guy who worked a very busy job. No time to study, no time for long practice sessions.
That sounds like a lot of people.
Exactly. So instead of trying to find time, he used the time he already had.
Like the small moments?
Yes. While driving, he described what he saw. Car, traffic, slow, red light, go.
Oh, narration mode.
Exactly. While waiting in line. Long line, bored, phone, hungry.
That's actually so easy to do.
And here's what happened after a few weeks.
Let me guess, he improved?
Not just improved. He started speaking more confidently without even realizing it.
That's the best kind of progress.
Because it felt natural, not forced.
I feel like that's the key, natural learning.
Exactly. Now let me ask you something, and I want everyone watching to think about this too.
Okay,
Which is more powerful? Studying English for 1 hour with stress, or living parts of your day in English without stress?
definitely the second one.
Exactly, because your brain learns better when it's relaxed and engaged.
That makes so much sense.
Now here's a quick relatable moment.
I love these.
Imagine you're texting a friend in English.
Okay,
Do you translate every word before typing?
sometimes, but not always.
And when you don't translate, how does it feel?
Faster and more natural.
That's your real ability showing up.
So I already have the skill in some situations.
Exactly. We're just expanding it to all situations.
That's encouraging.
Now let's look at a different scenario.
Okay,
You're watching a movie in English.
with subtitles?
Maybe at first, but then you start focusing on the scenes, the emotions, the actions.
Yeah,
And suddenly you understand without translating.
that actually happens sometimes.
That's because your brain is connecting meaning directly, not through language.
Wow, I never realized that.
And that's exactly how you should train your thinking.
Through meaning, not translation.
Exactly.
This is starting to feel like a completely different way of learning.
It is, and that's why it works.
Okay, can I share something?
Of course.
Sometimes I feel like I know English, but I don't trust myself to use it.
That's a very important point.
Why does that happen?
Because your brain is used to checking everything through your native language.
So I don't trust my direct thinking?
Exactly. But the more you practice direct thinking, the more that trust grows.
So confidence comes from experience?
Always.
That's actually reassuring.
Let me give you one more story.
Okay, I'm ready.
There was a learner who decided to do one simple thing every night.
What was it?
Before sleeping, he replayed his day in English, but only using simple words.
Like we talked about earlier?
Yes. Wake up, late, rush, work, tired, dinner, relax.
That sounds easy enough.
And after a few weeks, he noticed something surprising.
What?
He started dreaming in English.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, and that's a powerful sign.
That your brain is fully switching?
That's amazing. And it all started with simple daily habits.
I feel like people underestimate small habits.
They do, but small habits create big transformation.
That's such a powerful idea.
And if you're watching this right now, I want you to think, what's one small habit you can start today?
Just one.
Maybe micro-thinking, maybe narration mode, maybe changing your phone language.
Something simple.
Exactly. And if you've decided, type start today in the comments.
Yes, make it real.
Because action creates change, not intention.
That's so true.
Now, we're about to go even deeper.
There's still more?
Always. Because now you understand the basics, but we're going to unlock advanced insights.
Okay, now I'm really curious.
In the next part, we're going to explore how your brain actually builds language automatically and how you can accelerate that process.
That sounds like the final piece of the puzzle.
It might be the most important part of all. Now let's go deeper, because what you're about to understand might completely change how you see your brain.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Your brain is not designed to memorize language.
Wait, what? Then what have I been doing all this time?
Exactly. Most people try to memorize English, words, grammar rules, sentences.
Yeah, that's how we learned in school.
But your brain doesn't learn language through memorization. It learns through patterns and repetition.
Patterns?
Yes, your brain is constantly looking for patterns in what you hear and use.
Can you give me an example?
Of course. Think about how you learned your first language.
I didn't study grammar rules.
Exactly. You heard patterns again and again. I want, I go, give me.
And I just started using them.
Without thinking, without translating.
So that's what we need to recreate?
Exactly. But here's where it gets interesting.
There's more?
Always. Your brain builds what we call automatic chunks.
Chunks?
Yes, small groups of words that your brain treats as one unit.
Like what?
For example, I don't know. What do you mean? Let's go. I think so.
Oh, I use those without thinking.
Exactly, because your brain has stored them as a single piece.
So I'm not building those sentences word by word?
No, you're recalling a chunk.
That explains why some phrases feel so easy.
And here's the key. You need more of those chunks.
So instead of learning single words, I should learn phrases.
Exactly, because phrases reflect real thinking.
That makes so much sense.
Let me ask you something. When you try to speak, do you build sentences word by word?
Yes, and it's slow.
That's because you're missing chunks.
Wow, I've never thought about it like that.
Now here's a powerful shift. Start collecting useful chunks from your daily life.
Like what?
Things you actually say or think often. For example, I'm running late. I need a break. That makes sense.
Oh, those are super practical.
Exactly. High frequency, real life phrases.
So I should focus on those instead of random vocabulary?
Yes, because you'll use them immediately.
That feels much more efficient.
It is. And here's something even deeper.
I'm listening.
Your brain strengthens what it uses frequently.
So if I repeat these chunks,
They become automatic.
like muscle memory?
Exactly. Language memory.
I love that.
Now let's connect everything we've learned so far.
Okay,
Micro-thinking gives you frequency.
right.
Replacement thinking removes translation.
Got it.
Environment gives you constant input.
Yes.
Narration mode creates real-time practice. Rapid response builds speed.
This is all connecting now.
And chunks give you fluency.
Wow, it's like a complete system.
Exactly. This is how you train your brain, not just study English.
That feels like a huge difference.
It is the difference.
Can I ask something?
Of course.
How long does it take to actually start thinking in English naturally?
Good question. And here's the honest answer. It depends on consistency, not time.
Explain that.
Someone who practices 10 minutes every day will improve faster than someone who studies 2 hours once a week.
That makes sense.
Because the brain needs regular exposure.
So daily contact is more important than long sessions?
Exactly. Think daily, even if it's small.
That feels doable.
And here's something important. Don't wait until you feel ready.
Oof, that's me again.
Start before you feel ready.
That's scary, but exciting.
Growth always is.
True.
Let me ask you, and everyone watching, what's stopping you from starting today?
Probably overthinking.
Exactly. Overthinking kills action.
So the solution is just start small?
Always.
Okay, I feel like this is really clicking now.
Good, because we're about to bring everything together.
Finally.
In the next part, we'll recap everything and give you a clear action plan you can follow starting today.
Yes, I need that.
And we'll also show you how to stay consistent, because that's where most people fail.
Okay, I'm ready for the final part.
All right, this is the moment where everything comes together. And I want you to really pay attention here, because this is where most people either transform their English or stay stuck.
Okay, I'm focused. This feels important.
It is, because now you don't just have ideas, you have a system. And if you actually use it, your brain will start thinking in English automatically.
That still sounds crazy to me, but also possible now.
Good. That's exactly where you should be. Curious, but ready.
So where do we start?
We start simple. Always simple. Step 1. Micro-thinking.
Right. Small moments, simple words.
Exactly. Throughout your day, you think in quick English bursts. Hungry, tired, coffee. Go now.
No pressure, no full sentences.
Perfect. Step 2. Replacement thinking.
Replace my native language with direct English words.
Yes. You feel something, you label it in English immediately.
Tired, instead of thinking a full sentence.
Exactly. Step 3. Environment control.
Change my phone, my content, my daily exposure.
Surround your brain with English until it becomes normal.
Like creating my own mini English world.
Exactly. Step 4. Narration mode.
Describe what I'm doing in real time.
Walking, phone, traffic, careful,
That one is actually fun.
and powerful. Step 5. Rapid response training.
Fast reactions, no thinking.
Build speed, kill hesitation.
I like that. Kill hesitation.
And finally, chunks.
Real life phrases I can use instantly.
I don't know. That makes sense. I need a break.
This really feels like a complete system now.
Because it is. And here's the truth. If you apply even 50% of this, you will see results.
That's encouraging.
But if you apply 100% consistently, your English will change faster than you expect.
Okay, now I feel motivated.
Good. But let me ask you something, and be honest.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to watch this, feel inspired, and then do nothing?
Ouch, that's a real question.
Because that's what most people do.
Yeah, motivation fades quickly.
Exactly. So we need to turn this into action.
How?
Start with one habit. Just one.
Only one?
Yes. Don't try to do everything at once.
Okay, that makes it less overwhelming.
For example, today you choose micro-thinking.
Just that?
Just that. And you do it consistently.
That feels doable.
Then after a few days, you add another layer.
Like narration mode?
Exactly.
You build step by step.
That actually feels sustainable.
Because it is. And sustainability is what creates real change.
I feel like this is something I can actually stick to.
That's the goal.
Can I say something? Of course. This is the first time learning English doesn't feel heavy.
That's because you're not forcing it, you're living it.
That's such a powerful difference.
And if you're watching this right now, I want you to make a decision.
Yes, this feels like a moment.
Are you going to stay stuck in translation, or are you going to train your brain to think in English?
That's a strong question.
Because your future fluency depends on what you do after this video.
Not before, after.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm choosing to start.
Good. Then type no more translation in the comments.
Yes, make it real.
Because when you say it, you commit to it.
And commitment creates consistency.
Exactly.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation.
And remember, you don't need to be perfect to start.
You just need to start to become better.
Exactly.
I feel like people need to hear this.
Then share this video with someone who's struggling with English.
Yes, help them too.
And if you want more conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe to Talk Easy Daily.
Because this is where learning actually feels easy.
And real.
And practical.
And effective.
Okay, final question.
Go ahead.
If someone follows everything we talked about, what will happen?
One day, they'll be in a conversation.
Yeah.
And suddenly they'll realize
What?
they didn't translate.
Wow.
They just spoke.
That's the moment I want.
And that moment is closer than you think.
That gives me chills.
Good. Because that's your future.
All right, I'm starting today.
That's all it takes.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.